Welcome to your magic moon message. This is the Peace Dealer. And there's this big ass bus right in front of me. Well, not in front of me, in front of the Circle K. That's still being built. Okay, only for another big ass car or whatever. I forgot what you call those to be in front of it. Yup, this is the Circle K that's almost done being built. I want you to remember where it was at before when we started. As you can see, what's good, man? We are almost done. Okay? It is almost complete. Look at this ninja right here. This level, it's level like 25 YN is across the street. My bad, that was horrible. Alright, so yeah. Circle K. Um, you know, I think that's a good analogy, if you've seen previous moon messages and the stages with which it was built. I like omens like this. We're coming into building a new world, a new era, and every new world needs a new Circle K. And I think our neighborhood, our block is nice here. Look at this infinity that's about to drive past. Floop. All right, so that's another omen right there. Yeah, we about to have another Circle K. It's so amazing. Anyway, other than that. Actually, that's pretty cool because if you go all the way down, there's the gas station at the end of the street down there, and then there's one at the end of the street down there. So it's nice to have one in between. Anyway, let's get to the point. The moon is in Virgo, the sun is in Cancer. Okay? This is a Gemini signature that's being activated in the integrative sign. So we're activating integration, first stage integration. Okay. We're gonna be integrating the breakthrough. Since now we're starting at a different stage, it shifts everything. So this activation with the moon in Virgo is the application of the solar energy roar. We sun roared our way through to Leo. A beautiful thing about this transit is, people thought they knew more about you than they do because of their observation, even though that, human mortals hallucinate their reality and see less than 99% of what the electromagnetic spectrum allows them to see. These are the same cuckoo people thinking that they know you from the outside looking in just based on observation. It's a different type of stupid. That being said, a whole bunch of people who from the outside looking in thought they knew you, they're going to just continue to understand in a detailed fashion how much little they really knew. Especially for those of you who be holding back your true skills. You know what I mean? You be holding back how really valid you are, because you don't have anything to prove. So like this life isn't just some kind of image show for you where you have to have your image on point. You're focused more on substance more than form. Yeah, this is going to be very shocking. Something that comes very easy and natural to you is going to shock others how skilled you are, right? How you really are the real deal. And this is a really beautiful, this is a great initial victory, okay, that we're coming into. This Gemini signature that is enacting this 60-degree angle to 90 degrees when the moon goes into Libra and we come into more social integration is going to give you a detailed analytical understanding of how the mechanic of your psychic powers work. How much more aligned and understanding of the synchronicities and the causality that is induced by your inner and outer world intersecting, that's hilarious, intersecting, okay? It's a lot we're gonna kind of unpack here, but I won't say too much. So with that being said, We activated new power with the new moon in Cancer. This is a deeper understanding. This is what's private within you, because of course, with proper discretion, you're not really out here revealing all sorts of private shit in your life towards people who you don't know. A common feature we have, of course, been tricked into doing. I mean, you didn't get tricked, right? But like that being said, right? You know, you have people like me who say a whole bunch of shit, but we don't really reveal a lot. Like I've said a whole bunch over the past 10 years, but I don't think I've really given much about me, really. And I'm gonna keep doing that. But that being said, you have people who don't have that sense of privacy and give it up, whether for content, whether for attention. All of this, of course, links to Leo, which is the courage to express what comes from deep within you, your feelings, right? The integration of this boldness to now perform, all right? And relative to this new activation in Cancer, we strengthened the energy of this direction in Leo, and now we're producing the effect. All right, the mutable sign, this is the first effect we are now really experiencing with Virgo since we activated this new cycle. The second effect is going to be Sagittarius, where now this first effect that we're activating, we're going to integrate the ascension of this perspective in a week from now, where now we're taking this analytical understanding we're activating and we're going to tie it together so that we can see how this skill we are activating today and tomorrow, we can fit into our lives and behavioral patterns. So this is really cool because unlike various firmware updates where we have a moon in Virgo with the sun in Cancer, which is just, analytical understanding of these new psychic powers, every year you're gonna have a firmware update that updates the psyche of the power of your psyche, right? The power of your mind. This year, new hardware. We have a Jupiter conjunction with this. So this is now a total evolution and expansion of this dynamic. And now let's make a distinction. Compared to the full moon, where you're going to understand utilization of this psychic power towards other people, right? Needing integrity, because if you're going to use psychic powers on other people, you're going to have to do it right. That's the moon in Capricorn going to let you know, okay, use it when they try and screw you over. Don't use it to screw people over. Black magic, protection mechanics. You can only fight black magic with black magic. So it's really good as a psychic self-defense tool. People who tell you all that stuff is against their religion don't even understand their religion. They're just saying stuff to say stuff because you triggered their beliefs. Anyway, the moon in Capricorn is going to help you understand utilization of these new psychic abilities that are inherent within you, some which didn't give this to you. There's nothing about it that's evil. It's like a toothbrush. If you use your toothbrush to poke people's eyes out, you're the evil one, not the toothbrush. That's going to teach you, of course, and show you how to use this or utilization of it versus moon in Virgo that is simply just giving you an analytical understanding of how it functions. So you're coming into a detailed, broken down understanding of how these new powers you are activating work and what abilities and skills unique to you, you will understand how to activate. Okay, this is where the synchronization process since this new moon, aligning of the subtle, subjective, psychic feeling with your objective analysis of how what you felt relates with what you're objectively seeing. It's going to tie together very magically, very magnificently. And pay attention to your body language. Pay attention to your body's patterns. This is a physiological understanding as well. And the detailed understanding of this moon in Virgo in unlocking the South Node will also align this activation, the 60 degree to 90 degree angle of the psychic Cancer, Sun, Jupiter power towards unlocking with the South Node. That's a soul vehicle within a soul level, the magic you'll be unlocking within it. So a lot of this is just going to release pretty much in alignment with everything you're meant to believe. North Node Pisces. And that quincunx the moon is making the Saturn and Neptune and Aries is taking this reimagining of who you are, and as you are activating deeper insight into how to actually function these powers, it is also helping you understand the behavioral patterns that align with this reimagination, how your new self behaves, albeit you're not brand new, you're just stepping into a new version of this unlockable character that you are unlocking, okay? This facet and stage of yourself. This moon is also, of course, trining Uranus and Venus before they go into Gemini. So you're going to draw in on this maximum potency of innovation. And I think it doesn't hurt, once again, that relative to the Pluto in Aquarius, this is now making a 210 degree angle with it, which it will do every 28 days over the next 20 years. Now, giving you a detailed analytical understanding of how you are breaking through objective, real understanding of affecting change and pretty much expressing the supernatural quality. The moon in Virgo is making you receptive to details around how that actually makes sense. And it's not just some abstract concept around, oh, celestial energy, supernatural energy. Okay, how do we make sense of it? That's what's happening now while we're activating this integration. All right, which also is integrating this new world if we think of the Jupiter-Saturn square. So this is going to be really dope. It's going to spell itself out to you. So as you are watching this video, you don't have to worry about, well, how do we activate it, Peace Dealer? Listen to your body. You listening to your body single-handedly is going to pretty much break this down for you, as when the moon goes into Pisces, what you have understood today in 2 weeks while we're harvesting this psychic power will now form philosophical beliefs. It's going to change what you believe you can achieve with this, because now you are understanding how it functions. So these are new evolved powers, and you're going to understand how to form abilities with them, how to actually induce consistency, because now once the moon goes into Libra, we're going to apply this change of behavior and function towards, practicing it socially. How do we balance our understanding of this with other people? That's the moon in Libra transit. How do we fully express it? Now that we've gotten our balance, that's the moon in Scorpio. You see, I'm learning how to use my psychic powers because I just made this big ass windstorm. All right, let me not claim that. But see, that could have been me. That could have been me. You don't know. Okay, I would know. But nah, maybe I did. All right, let's just pretend that was my wind gust. All right, my wind gust special power. And I'm still mastering the wind gust. I had this shit blowing everywhere. And soon I'll have it mastered by Virgo season. But now, as you can see, just me talking into this phone has just wind just blowing everywhere. Just use your imagination. Just pretend. And that's just very amazing. Okay? Other than that, boy, that wind fucking blew the shit. All right. Other than that, oh my gosh, I think I cut myself because of my own magic ability. Yeah. Have fun with it. Understand that by the time we get to the moon in Sag, you're going to see how to integrate it. And then the moon in Pisces will show you why it's breaking through. Boom, then we're going to step into Leo season. I think one of the most dramatic Leo seasons we'll have in preparation for the most dramatic Leo season we'll have next year, and setting up 2027. If you're a Leo, you need to get fucking excited. 2026 and 2027 is getting ready to debut because they try to retcon your character. And so how the boss just fucks with you and is like, hey, we can have free pizza today. And it's like, really? That's how you're going to make it? They're going to try and make it up for you a lot better, Leo. But, let me not make this Cancer reading about you. That being said, I hope you enjoy this transit. You're going to understand how the function of these new psychic powers work and spend the rest of the transit integrating it and breaking it through. I hope this is a light bulb moment for you. Listen to your body. It's going to really spell it out. You stay blessed as always. Peace.